Happy birthday, dear French. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
This is a special birthday for both of us.
Wasn't Puffy interested in working with you also?
Yeah, Puff. I was running around with Puff for a minute, but we was just partying, man. Puff liked to party.
You and Puff became very close over the years.
Yeah.
I mean, he called you like his guardian angel and stuff.
I mean, we was doing a lot of business together. You know what I'm saying? We were doing a lot of business together, and you know, he was somebody that was making money without rapping.
So it looks like this whole Diddy situation has all these big name rappers shook to their core at the thought of any videos of them kicking it, or better say freaking it, with Diddy leaking out into the internet for the whole world to see. And let me tell you, the grapevine's buzzing with talk that French Montana and The Game are in full-blown panic mode because allegedly Diddy has more than one tape with their names on it. These two were tight with Diddy for years, running in the same circles and letting Diddy shower them with expensive gifts. And from what folks are saying, Diddy had a special kind of bond with French and Game. So you can imagine the stress levels are through the roof right about now as they wonder what might surface from those days spent rolling with Diddy.
I like it real dirty and like it hard. Pause. That was a crazy one. What am I doing?
So let's start with Diddy's rumored FO partner number one, French Montana. So French had it pretty tough growing up, and after his dad abandoned the family, he became the main provider for his mom and siblings. He originally hails from Casablanca, Morocco, but his parents moved the family to New York when French was 13, settling down in the South Bronx. But just a couple years down the line, his dad decided to bounce back to Morocco, leaving French's mom to hold down the fort with another baby on the way. Seeing his mom juggling all that responsibility, French knew he had to step up and pitch in for the family. Back in the day, he kicked off his career battling it out in rap battles, going by the name Young French and selling CDs of his music on the streets. Fast forward to 2007, and French dropped his debut mixtape, catching Diddy's ear in the process. Diddy wasted no time in scooping him up and signing him to Bad Boy Records, and naturally, French thought he hit the jackpot. Diddy was talking all big about how he had these major plans for French and his music, but instead of hitting the studio and putting in work on his career, Diddy allegedly had French put in work in another place. Soon enough, you saw Diddy whisking French off on all these fancy vacations and shopping sprees. And next thing you know, rumors started spreading like wildfire, hinting that French might have become Diddy's newest special friend. And then this video starts going viral showing French sitting at a table, no shirt on, looking all shiny like he just took a dive in baby oil, while Diddy's belting out happy birthday to him. Hold up, why was it social birthday for both of them? Also, what's up with Diddy singing happy birthday to all these rappers? Remember that Drink Champs interview when he did that Ish to Fabulous?
To you. Woo! Happy birthday to you. Woo! Happy birthday, it's fabulous. The name that I want. Happy birthday to you.
But that happy birthday video was just the beginning. There's also this photo that recently surfaced showing Diddy and French chilling with their crew on a boat in Miami. And if you zoom in on Diddy and French, they're all cuddled up like they're spooning. Ow. Now you already know 50 Cent couldn't resist getting in on the conversation with this photo making waves. He posted it on his IG and wrote, "What in the world is going on in this picture, man? Something's not right." And check this out. When 50 later shared this shirtless selfie, one fan commented, "You should F French Montana." And you know 50 couldn't let that slide. He fired back, "What the F you just say? I ain't with all that crazy shit. What the F you think? I'm Puffy?" But it's not just French who's getting linked to Diddy's rumored male harem. There's also The Game, who openly admitted he let Diddy take him shopping for 2 whole years without ever recording any music together. The Game was actually one of the OG rappers to speak out about what's really going on behind the scenes in the industry. And back in 2011, he popped up on Vlad TV to say there are more rappers hiding their true selves than people realize. Game claimed he had no problem with gay rappers, but he said the issue is with all these men keeping things on the low and deceiving the women they're messing with, potentially spreading STDs while they're at it.
And so that in the closet real scary, you know what I'm saying? So we got to get into the seriousness of it, and it's just not fair to, other people. And then friends, because that girl that you might be fooling might leave you and go find another dude who ain't gay, give him the disease, and he go cheats on her, and so it's it's an ongoing thing, man. So it ain't cool to be in a closet. So if you gay, just say you gay, man. Be gay and be proud, man.
And when they asked him if he ever teamed up with a gay rapper without realizing it, Game mentioned he had collaborated with someone who was going all out to hide their true self.
So you think that you've worked with a gay rapper?
Yeah, man. And gay, not being just full out gay, but hiding it, trying to pretend like he, loves girls and live the rap lifestyle, but really, he's a man fan.
Now, a lot of folks are connecting the dots and thinking the Game was talking about none other than Diddy. And that's because Game recently spilled the tea about how he spent a good 2 years letting Diddy wine and dine him. Game started getting serious about his music grind around 2001 and teamed up with his big brother Phase 100 on his first mixtape. That mixtape found its way into Diddy's hands, and naturally, Game was hyped, thinking Diddy might scoop him up for Bad Boy Records. Instead, Game let it slip on Drink Champs that for 2 whole years, all he and Diddy did was globetrot, and Diddy kept showering him with lavish gifts like watches and chains.
I started kicking it with Diddy, right? I ran around with Diddy for 2 years, damn near. And this Diddy, we never went to the studio one time, but he was like, yo, your demo, that bad boy, hey, Playboy, hey, here go a watch, Playboy, here go a chain, Playboy. I'm like, yo, we ever gonna rap? This nigga like, nah. I was doing it for 2 years. Yo, but the jet leaves at 5. We going to Miami, Playboy. We going to, you know what I'm saying? We going to New York. We in ATL this weekend, Playboy. Pop out. And I was going everywhere with Diddy. And then one day, me and Diddy was smoking. He was like, you know what? Like he was really about to just give me some major game, right?
Now, word on the street is that Game's close friendship with Diddy is one of the reasons Game and his big bro Phase had a falling out. See, Big Phase dropped a hint on Instagram suggesting that maybe Game and Diddy were up to more than just hitting the shops together. Phase posted this photo of Diddy hugging Game from behind and wrote, "Maybe it wasn't my street credibility." Now, some people thought Big Phase was just salty about the Game's success, but then Game popped up on Vlad TV again, right after all this talk about Diddy possibly being involved in some shady stuff hit the scene. Game again confirmed that he spent 2 solid years hanging out with Diddy without ever hitting the studio. But here's the kicker. He said all they did was party it up. And guess where? Atlanta, of all places.
Wasn't Puffy interested in working with you also?
Yeah, Puff. I was running around with Puff for a minute, but we was just partying, man. Puff liked to party. So that's basically all we did. I think the few times I was running around with D-Mac and Puff, we just did a bunch of partying. We might have went to the studio once or twice, but I didn't get to record nothing. I was just,
Okay, but I mean, Puffy was a huge deal back then.
Still a huge deal.
I mean, he's still a huge deal, but he's not doing music anymore,
right,
is what I'm saying. Back then, Bad Boy was on fire, and he's running around with you. And, Puffy's a busy guy.
I was running around with him.
Yeah. You were running around with him.
Right.
Was he talking about signing you, or what exactly happened?
Nah, Puff he wanted to sign me. He just, he was moving around. Like, he had the restaurant Justin's in Atlanta, so we was in and out of that. A lot of parties in Atlanta with him and V. And, Big Wolf and, Fab and Jeezy was just, Fab was already on. Jeezy was coming of age. But we just partied, man.
But once again, Game didn't give any clarity on why he was rolling with Diddy for so long when it was obvious Diddy wasn't trying to make any music moves with him. Now, here's the latest scoop. Apparently, the feds took a load of tapes from Diddy's mansions during those raids. And word on the street is that French, Game, and a bunch of other rappers are starting to sweat bullets because one of those tapes could have their name on it. As for fans, they're saying Diddy for sure has a long list of victims, but French and Game are not among them because it seems they willingly signed up for that lifestyle. Someone said, "I've always seen French Montana's name, thought, who TF is this guy and why should I care?" Then I see his videos and I still think the same thing. This kind of stuff explains why these uninteresting characters are able to get such big careers going when there are underground artists that are much more interesting and talented. They're all Masons. As for the Game, one fan said, only a former male stripper would follow a man around the world partying and letting a grown man shop for him and give him treats and gifts. The streets is dead. But let me know what you think about these wild rumors swirling around French and Game getting cozy with Diddy. Do you think these two willingly got down with Diddy? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and make sure you stick around to catch this next video.